Does this white dress make my skin look even whiter? You guys, it is literally like summer already, and I look more like a ghost than I do that golden, beautiful goddess. Hey guys, my name is Cameron, and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. Okay, so guys, today we are going to be talking about what makes you physically attractive. Okay, so if you ever wondered what it is that makes you so sexy, hot, and fine, then you have found yourself in the right place, my friend, because today we are going to be hyping you up. We are going to be telling you what makes you so super smooth and super hot. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks today. Okay, hello guys, so here are your group picks today. Okay, for group number 1, we have the Tarot of the Abyss deck. This is such a gorgeous black and white, pin drawn deck. It is so amazing. I really love it. And that is going to be group number 1. Okay. And then for group number 2, we have the marvelous Anna K Tarot. And I just love this deck because it really shows just the most expressive people ever. So that is going to be group number 2. And then for group number 3, we have this gorgeous golden deck. It's called the LUCID DREAMZZ Tarot. And this is what a bit of the imagery looks like. So that's going to be group number 3. Okay, so guys, I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in. And I want you to go ahead and let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about what it is that makes you so attractive to other people. What is it that makes you so hot? What is it that makes you like the amazing seductor or seductress that you freaking are, okay? And then whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes. And whichever deck your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, guys, I'm sorry. Take 2. If you feel called to more than one deck here, then definitely check that out because you could have some extra messages in there. And then, as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your reading today, okay? Hey group 1, so if you chose the Tarot of Abyss, then hey, hello friends, this is going to be your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bougie deck right here, and let's go ahead and take a look at your cards today, okay? So for the tarot, we have the 9 of Pentacles coming through, okay? I hope you guys can see that. I feel like the sun outside is being really annoying right now. But speaking about the sun, for your second deck, or excuse me, for your second card of the day, we have the beautiful, marvelous sun card coming through, okay? And then for your third card, we have the Chariot coming through as well, okay? And then for your oracle cards, we have the Muse of Astrology. We have Unknown coming through. We have Justice and the Soul. And then, last but not least, we have the Alchemist and the Knight coming through as well, okay? So, guys, just purely focusing on the tarot cards today, I am really focusing so much on the sun card, okay? Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could be somebody who likes to spend a lot of time out in the sun, or if you are not like a sunbather, if you don't find yourself out in the sun too much, then I just think that you are somebody who either tans very easily, or you could have like a lot of freckles to your skin, okay? So I think that if you are somebody who you have that extra melanin, you have that extra beautiful golden color to your skin, then I definitely think that people are very attracted to that. And if you are somebody who you have lighter skin, then I do think that you have really cute freckles that people are really into. They find to be just so adorable. Or you could be somebody who maybe you don't tan that good, so instead maybe you sunburn a little bit, and if you do, then I think that people really like that about you. I think that people just see that as something that's really cute, and that just adds an extra bit of something to you, right? Or maybe you could be somebody who maybe you blush a lot. Do you blush a lot? Okay. If you do, then I think that people really like that about you as well, and I think that that's really cute. Honestly, I'm just getting like such like cute vibes coming off of you, and I really like that. I think that people just find you to be like really cute and quirky, and I think that that's really cool. I'm really here for it, okay? And then going into the Nine of Pentacles, this is very interesting to me, guys, okay? Because we get the Nine of Pentacles, and as you can tell, this woman looks to be a bit more mature. She is graying a bit, and she's just like aging with grace, right? And then we get the Chariot card here, and this woman, she has this gorgeous, glorious dark hair. Okay, it is like as black as night. It is beautiful. So I am getting the idea here that if you are on the younger side, I do think that you probably have very dark hair, and you probably have a lot of hair as well. It's probably really long, and I think that people really like that about you. But to add an extra bit of something to the mix here, we also have this woman right here. She has her hair like wrapped up like in a head wrap. So I think that for some of you guys, you could have like no hair at all. Maybe it's like very short, but all in all, I'm getting the idea here that people really like your hair, okay? So you could have really long, very dark hair, and people really like that. Or you could have like really, really short hair, and people love that, okay? But I just think that there's something about your hair that people are really attracted to, and they are just really into, right? And then as I was saying, with that grayer hair coming through, you could honestly be somebody who you could be a little bit older. Maybe you are a bit more mature. You could be like in your 40s or 50s or 60s. And I'm getting the idea here that you are somebody who is a bit more on the natural side. I think that you're the type of person who, rather than like going and getting like surgery, getting like Botox, or going and like dyeing your hair, I think that you are really aging with grace, and you are like staying true to yourself, staying authentic to who you are and who spirit or God or whatever you believe in made you to be. And I just think that people really love the fact that you are so just natural and you just stay so true to yourself, and I think that people really like that about you. And then for others of you, since I am seeing that gray hair coming through, you know, you could be somebody who, like I said, you could be graying a bit, or maybe you have like some highlights like from the sun, because like I was saying, I am getting the idea here that you do like to spend a lot of time in the sun, so you could have some natural highlights from the sun. Or maybe for just a few of you guys, you could also have like some like you could have dyed your hair bleach blonde, or you could have like some silver streaks in your hair, which is definitely a look, okay? I really like that. Guys, I know I'm throwing a lot of different things out there, but this is a very, very general reading, so there are a lot of people watching this, and there are a lot of messages coming out, and so that is what I am throwing out to the abyss here, right? But either way, like I said, I just think that people are really attracted to your freaking hair, okay? People like it. People think that it is definitely a look, and I definitely think that that is one of your, like, biggest features that people really like about you. Does that make sense? And then going off of that, like, more natural type of look, I do think that if you are somebody who you like to wear makeup, I think that you are definitely very, like, more on the modest side. You are somebody who is a bit more into, like, the subtle makeup, the more natural look, right? I think that you are probably somebody who even has, like, if you have, like, longer hair, I think that it's more wavy, or you just, you don't really do anything to it. I don't think that you go out of your way to curl it or to straighten it. I think that you usually just let it, you know, let it go and let it flow and do its own natural thing. So that's really cool to see. And then in regards to just how you dress, like I said, I think that you are just somebody who is a bit more subtle, a bit more modest. So I think that you do dress a bit more like on the simpler side. And I think that people just really like that about you. But I do think that if you do decide to, you know, switch it up a bit, you want to dress a little bit more fancier, then I am kind of getting the energy here where you could have a little bit more of a spiritual side to you. You could like to wear like the long flowy clothes, since we are getting like the muse of astrology coming through. And we also have this gorgeous Audre Lorde coming through, and she definitely looks to be a bit more spiritual. Like, she is staying true to her culture and to her roots, and I really love that, okay? And I just think that that's really, really beautiful. But then going off of that, I think that there's just something about you that is so innately beautiful, okay? Like, with this unknown card, I feel like, and I'm sorry if you can't see that unknown that well, but I just feel like when people look at you, they think that you are one of the most beautiful people, or one of the most attractive people that they have ever seen. But whenever they try to think about like when they try to pinpoint what it is exactly about you that is so gorgeous and that is so breathtaking, it's almost like they can't even name it. And I think because honestly, what is so beautiful about you is just your kindness, it's your compassion, and it's just your soul here, right? I just think that you are somebody who is so nurturing. You know, with the Justice card coming through and the Knight, you know, this talks about somebody who is very loyal. This talks about somebody who is very kind to others and who treats others in the way that they deserve to be treated. And I think that you are just, like I said, a very nurturing person, because look at this woman. She's literally holding a bird here. And then this other girl is on a bird, right? And this girl here is holding a cat. So I do think that you are very nurturing, you are very loving to others, and you could even be somebody who's a really big animal person. Maybe you are a really big like animal activist, but I do think that that contributes to what makes you so gorgeous and what makes you so attractive. And I think that people are just so attracted to the way that you are just you. Like, I think that you honestly just stay so true to who you are, and I don't think that you try to sugarcoat anything about yourself. I don't think that you try to, you know, paint your face to make yourself look like a different person. I don't think that you try to, like, wear these, like, magnificent clothes to try to add to your allure. I just think that you are somebody who is very natural. You're very authentic to who you are, and you are just you. And I think that people just really love that about you, and at the end of the day, I think that that is what makes you so freaking gorgeous, and I just think that that is so beautiful to see. So yes, guys, that is the end of your reading today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I hope that you have a fantastic day, and I shall see you next time, okay? Mwah. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, so if you chose this gorgeous Anna K tarot, then hey, hello friends, this is going to be your reading today. So I'm going to go ahead and put this deck right here to sit, to relax, and to just look gorge right there in her corner. And let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So for the tarot cards, we received the Page of Pentacles, then we got the Five of Rods, and we also have the Page of Swords, okay? And then, going off of that, we have the Psychic Portal for your Oracle cards. We've got the Queen of Roses, which we love to see. Then, we have the Gertrude Stein Perspective card. And we also have Mirabai, at least I think that's how you say it. And this is the Devotion card. And then last but not least, my dear folks, we have Addict, and we also have Vampire coming through. Okay, so just focusing on your tarot cards with the Five of Rods energy coming through, I definitely think that you could be somebody who is very physically fit, okay? Because if you look at these two men, I'm not sure if you can see it, but they are literally like arm wrestling with each other. So it's just giving me the idea that these that people see you as somebody who is very strong. They see you as somebody who is very fit. You could have like a very muscular body, and if you don't have a muscular body, then I just think that you come off as somebody who is very tough, very strong, very determined. And I'm honestly getting the energy here where people are very intimidated by you, okay? And like I was saying, since I do like get like since I am getting such like a strong presence from you, for some of you guys, you could be very tall for sure, or you could just be somebody who is a bit more on the smaller side, but like I said, you just have like the biggest personality ever. You just come off so intimidating to other people that it's like, it doesn't matter if you're shorter than them, it feels like you are taller than them, right? And I do think that people are very attracted to that. People really like all those qualities that I'm talking about, and it's like people may be a little scared of you, but it's like they say like, oh my gosh, that person's super scary, but they're so hot. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Vampire card coming through. You know, people are really attracted to vampires, and they know that vampires can be kind of dangerous. They know they can be kind of bad, you know what I mean? But there's just something about them, like that, like intimidating nature just adds to their mystique, and it adds to just how like sexy they are. So I definitely think that people see you as somebody who might be a little bit more of a rebel. You might be a little bit more like strong and tough. You could be a bit of a daredevil. And even if you don't feel like you are like that, even if you are watching this and you're like, Cameron, like I'm the biggest goody two shoes ever, like whenever people meet you, you come off as somebody who is very dangerous. You come off as somebody who likes to take a walk on the wild side of things, right? And I think that that is very interesting to see, and that is what people are like really attracted to, right? But going off of that, I am also getting the idea that you could have some really beautiful eyes. Like, I think there's just something about your eyes and the way that you look at people that people just find to be so sexy. I'm kind of getting this idea that you just have like a really like amazing smolder. Like I'm kind of thinking of that guy, how about Flynn Rider from Tangled. You know how he does the smolder and he's like, are you ready for it? This is the smolder. And then he goes like that or something. I can't do it at all, but I'm thinking of him, and I'm also thinking of like Tyra Banks. You know how she talks about doing the smolder and like looking into the camera and like trying to like look like a model and whatnot? Excuse me guys, I think that you just have a really great smolder. So So it may not even be that you have like the world's like most gorgeous eyes, or you have like really unique eyes. I just think that it's the way that you look at people, right? It's just this presence that you seem to have, and people are just so freaking into it, okay? But I just think that that is really coming through for sure, especially because we literally have like this perspective card coming through, and that's just making me think about like, you know, the way that you look at things and the way that you look at people. And I definitely think that when your beautiful eyes like falls onto somebody, they instantly are like and like they feel like chills running down their skin, because like you just have like that intense type of stare that is like so sexy. And by the way, I'm so sorry about the light changes right now. My window is being really weird right now. It's like it can't decide outside, it can't decide if it wants to be light or dark, and it's just like it's like I have a disco ball or something in here. It's like somebody's turning off the lights on and off, on and off, on and off. But guys, getting past that tangent, let's talk about some of the other cards that I am seeing here. So we are getting the Page of Pentacles coming through, and this usually talks about wealth, right? This talks about finances and financial stuff. So I am getting the idea here that you are somebody who looks very wealthy, or you could just be somebody who dresses like really, really nice, okay? I think that you care a lot about how you look and about the clothes that you are wearing, and I think that people really do like your style, and that is definitely something that people are into. You know, looking at these cards right here, we have the Addict, and this guy, like this guy's wearing a red shirt, and there's like the red lining around the card, right? And then we have this woman right here, and she's wearing like an orange and red like type of clothes thing, right? And then we have this woman, the Queen of Roses, and she's also like clad in red clothes, right? So I'm definitely getting the idea here that you could be somebody who maybe you like to wear the colors red or orange, or at the very least, I just think that people find you to be most attractive whenever you are in those two colors. I think that that just brings out your feisty attitude. It brings out that sense of danger that you give off to people, and I just think that it looks really good on you, right? But going off of that and looking at the Addict card, you know, if you look at this man, he looks really strong. He's like going against the tide, like he's literally like blocking and forcing a wave back, and that is so crazy because everybody knows that a wave is so strong, it's so tough, and he's like out there pushing it, right? So I'm getting the idea here that, again, I just think that you are somebody who you are so freaking strong. I think that you have such a forceful personality, from the way that you look, from the way that you act, from the way that you just come across. I think that people just can't get enough of it, right? And then one of the final things that I want to bring to light here is the fact that with the Psychic Portal card coming through, I do think that there is this very like spiritual quality about you. I do think that for some of you guys, you could like to dress in more of like a spiritual fashion, but if not, then I'm getting the idea here that you could be somebody who is from another culture. You know, you could be Indian, you could be like Japanese or something like that, and if you are Indian, then you could be somebody who likes to stay true to their roots, and maybe you like to wear this beautiful like wrap, or I think it's called like a sari or a sari or something. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you could just be somebody who you like to dress in your like traditional like cultural clothing, right? If you are Japanese, then maybe you like to wear a kimono or something like that, right? But I am getting excuse me, this energy here where you do have a spiritual side, or you just like to dress in your type of culture's traditional like style, right? And finally, I just think that, again, like if you if you look at this, like, Queen of the Roses, like, this woman just looks so freaking beautiful, right? She just looks like she's dressed, like, so fanciful, and she just looks magnificent. So at the end of the day, I do think that, again, you are somebody who you dress very, very nice, and I do think that there is this very, like, strong sensual side to you. I think that people find you very much to be very physically attractive, and you are like a seductress to people, and at the end of the day, you come off very dangerous. You have such a beautiful, like, stare, a beautiful gaze, and I do think that for the most part you do probably have really dark hair, because literally, like, all of these cards here, like, everybody in these cards, like, they literally have black or really dark hair. So you could definitely have darker hair, and I think that if you do, people really like that about you, right? So yes, guys, that is what I am seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading today, and if you did, then please make sure to give your girl a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I shall see you again sometime, okay? Mwah. Bye, guys. Hey group 3, so you chose this gorgeous Lucid Dreams tarot deck, then hey, hello my friends, this is going to be your reading today, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, and let's take a look at your tarot cards today, okay? So for your first card, we have the Queen of Pentacles coming through, then we have the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Queen of Wands coming through as well, which we love to see, okay? Going off of that, for your oracle cards, we have Mystic Rapture coming through, and we also have the Spirits of Air, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and move this up a little bit just so that we have a good amount of space to work with. For your other card, we have Sappho and Love coming through with this card. Then we have Shirley Jackson as family here. And we also have Student. And then we have Samaritan coming through as well, okay? So just focusing purely on your tarot cards, what I find so interesting is that we literally have a card from every single suit here. We have some Pentacle energy coming through, which is representative of our lovely earth signs. Then we have Cups energy coming through with the Ace of Cups, which is representative of water signs. And then we have the Queen of Wands coming through, which is representative of the fire signs. And then I know we said we were going to focus on the tarot cards, but bringing up this Spirits of Air, this talks about like that air energy, right? So I am honestly getting the idea here that you are somebody who is very, very balanced, and you have just a really even mix of features, okay? And what I mean by that is if you are somebody with really dark hair, then I definitely think that you have really beautiful light eyes to help balance that out as well. If you are somebody who you have lighter hair, then I think that you have very dark smoldering pools as well, okay? And then talking about your height, I think that you are somebody who you are not too tall, but you are also not too short as well. You are just freaking right. And then going into your like facial structure, I think that you are probably somebody who has a very like symmetrical face, right? And I just feel like at the end of the day, you are somebody who is, like I said, very, very balanced. And I think that you just have a very interesting mix of a whole lot of different features that just come together to create such a beautiful, even, and dare I say it again, balanced type of look, okay? And I just think that people really like that about you, okay? And then going off of that, I am getting the idea here, and I find this so interesting because we get this beautiful like dove right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is a dove above this like cup here. And then we have this woman on these spirits of air, and she has like some wings and she looks like she's flying, right? And then we also have this Sappho woman right here, and she's wearing wings, like she has a pair of wings. So I'm getting this energy where you look very, very angelic. And also, guys, I'm so sorry, but it just now got really dark in here, so I'm going to go ahead and work with my little light right here to give us some beautiful bright light, right? Which we all love. Okay, there we go. Hey, hello. Hi again. Here I am, in case you didn't see me before. In case I just looked like a shadow. But I'm getting the idea here where you come off like very angelic. I think that you are somebody who is a very good person. I think that you are a very kind person, especially with like this Samaritan coming through, because, you know, whenever you think of Samaritan, you think of a good Samaritan. So I'm just getting the idea here where even if you don't see yourself as being a really good person, you don't see yourself as being a really good Samaritan, I just think that you look like somebody who is very sweet. You look like somebody who wouldn't hurt a fly. And so there is just this beautiful, innocent quality coming from you. And I do think that for a lot of you guys, you could look very young as well. So if you are older, then I do think that you could definitely have a baby face. But like I was saying, you have like a very interesting balance, right? So I feel as though like if you are on the younger side, then you could like dress very mature for your age. Maybe you like to wear glasses, which makes a lot of sense because this woman right here has some beautiful glasses, right? You could like to wear glasses. Maybe you like to style your hair in like a vintage type of like fashion, and so that gives you more of a mature look, right? But like I said, if you are somebody who you are older, then I do think that you could definitely have more of a baby face. You probably have a lot of people coming up to you and telling you that you look so young and you still look like you're in your freaking 20s, right? Which is so amazing to see. But that is definitely something that I think people really like about you and people find to be very attractive and just like very quirky about you, right? And then with this student card coming through, I'm definitely getting the idea here that you come across as somebody who looks very smart. You look very intellectual. For some of you guys, I'm getting the idea here where you could dress like you are almost like a librarian, right? Like maybe you like to wear like cute little glasses, you like to wear those cute little knit sweaters, and maybe you like to walk around like with a book in your hand like this student boy is holding here. So that could definitely be like your type of style, and I do think that people find that to be a very attractive look on you. But all in all, even if you don't wear glasses, even if you don't dress like a sexy librarian, or you don't look like you are about to go to class, right? I just think that you look very smart. You come off as somebody who is very intellectual, very intelligent, and I think that people really like that about you, and that is something that people find to be like very sexy about you, right? Which makes a lot of sense because everybody wants to be around somebody who, you know, knows what's up. They know a thing or two about a thing or two, right? But I'm also just getting this idea here where like you are very intellectual, but at the same time, you are very humble as well, or you come off as somebody who is very humble, right? I'm just getting this idea here where at the end of the day, people just see you as somebody who is so good. They see you as like the boy next door, the girl next door, the they, them next door, right? And at the end of the day, people just see you as somebody who is like an angel, as somebody who, like I said, wouldn't hurt a fly. And I just think that people really, really love that about you, and they find that to be so beautiful and so endearing. And I just love that for you guys. And, you know, at the end of the day, with this mystic rapture coming through, you know, I just think that there is something very divine about you. There's something very mystical. You know, for some of you guys, since we are getting the Ace of Cups, you know, the Ace of Cups talks about like that spiritual quality. It talks about like somebody who is very creative, as somebody who really likes to express themselves in a like creative manner. So you could be somebody who likes to dress a little bit like artsy fartsy. You know, maybe you are into that like boho style, but at the same time, you could also be somebody who balances out that like boho style by wearing glasses and by having a cute little vintage haircut, right? So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. You know, just to sum up everything that I was saying, I just think that you are somebody who is very balanced. I think that you have a very like symmetrical face. If you have darker hair, I think that you could have lighter eyes, vice versa. I think that you are somebody who comes off very kind and as somebody who is very good, and people are like really attracted to the way that you are so modest and so sweet. They are attracted to the way that you look to be very smart and intellectual, and I think that people really dig that sexy librarian look that you could possibly be, you know, incorporating within your style, right? But yes, guys, that is what I am seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have an amazing day, okay? Mwah. Bye, guys.